People have questions tonight. How can Tamora, with a mental health history, have an active concealed carry permit? We get answers tonight about state law. How does somebody get a concealed carry permit in Nevada?
Nevada is what we call a shall issue state, meaning that if there's not a preclusion to you having a carrying concealed weapon permit, you get one.
Second Amendment and criminal defense attorney Josh Tomshek also served as chief deputy DA in the Valley. He explains what is in state law to prevent someone with mental health issues from getting their concealed carry permit, or how it gets revoked. Manhattan shooter suspect Shane Tamora had an active concealed carry permit since 2022 through Las Vegas Metropolitan Police. He had 2 psychiatric holds in 2022 and 2024.
Statutory preclusions are the same in Nevada as they are in the federal system, and there are things like conviction for a felony offense, if you've been adjudicated with a mental defect, is kind of the archaic language that's used.
Your concealed carry permit application will be cross-checked with the Federal National Criminal Information Center and the State Criminal History Database. What gets reported are felony convictions, and in Nevada, when it comes to mental health, very specific instances. If you're convicted but mentally ill, pled guilty but mentally ill, convicted by a jury but found mentally ill, not guilty by reason of insanity, involuntary commitment from a court with a signed judicial order.
That information is stored in the criminal history repository when someone goes through a background check for purposes of buying a firearm. Those things would prevent them under our state law from owning or possessing a firearm.
But something like a legal 2000, that would be reported.
A legal 2000 is a different animal. There's no requirement that that be reported to the criminal history repository, and there's no record maintained of it.
A legal 2000, also known as a 72-hour hold when someone's in a mental health crisis and may be a danger to themselves or others, even though a doctor or law enforcement can initiate it.
Those records aren't maintained in the same way an adjudication related to a mental health issue is. It's actually relatively common for people with substance abuse and mental health issues. Now, when someone's convicted or has a mental health related judgment through the court, then local law enforcement can revoke your active CCW permit. Back in 2020, the legislature passed a law. Private sales of guns, sales between 2 people, do require a background check for a purchase. Stay with Fox 5 for the latest on air and online. Coming up in the next half hour of our newscast, what investigators found in a Valley apartment connected to Tamora.